Quality Foods presents your U14A Oakville Rangers! And there's your Oakville Rangers!
It's a private link through a YouTube, so we have to send it out, but it can be sent out. They do, yeah. afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is, what time is it? It is 2:07, just about 2:10, and we are back at our hometown rink here to take on the Haldimand River Kings. Now, Haldimand River Kings, not part of our loop. Haha, I have you. They are part of the interlock series that we have been talking about. There are 6 teams that we play once each before we get to the bracket breakdown after Christmas, and Haldimand River Kings is our matchup for today. Now, as I look ahead, I just grabbed a little bit of a link off of my hockey rankings. You can see some of the teams that we play that they also play. Milton 3-4, Woolwich 4-2, Niagara Falls Canucks, Flying Aces, teams that we regularly play. Now, we jumped up in the rankings a couple days yesterday, so we're looking to capitalize here today, but this team will be very competitive to us. This team will be very competitive to us. This is going to be a tough battle, no doubt. On the dot, Reisner starts us off, Fonacier left side, Harvey right side with Ing and Little on D. Good to see Ing back in the lineup today. And in goal, Mr. Jonas Schranko today will be giving us the defensive effort between the pipes. Puck is down and to the whistle. Return on the icing call, so the call will be down and to the left of Schranko. We still have a couple of people out of the lineup due to sicknesses and other things carry over from the tournament and that sort of stuff. So we're still trying to fill in the lines in a couple of places, but we've got it covered. Boys are doing a good job, so let's just stay at it and stay strong. Puck goes down around the back of the net, kicked up at the hash marks on the far right side. Little into the boards to break up the play in the corner. Quick shot in on net, gloved and held by Schranko. Face off down and to the right. Kenton will take the draw. Puck comes high in the zone, back up at the blue line, not out, caught up on the hash marks. Rakowskis will break out. Down the right-hand side, he's got Fissel with him. Bottom of the dot, quick shot. Squirts out the far side. Haldimand will catch up to the top of the circle. Puck is shot in on net to the right-hand side. Kenton will catch up on the hash marks down around the back of the net. At the hash marks, Fissel steps in. Haldimand pinches, breaks up the play. Hiltzy will help him out. He'll curl in the back zone. Bit of a dump and chase. Puck is in on net. The goaltender will have to play it. That'll force a face-off down low and to his right, I believe. Yes. Doing okay there, Daryl? We're up to a smooth start today. Yesterday was a bit tricky. Guys in the truck suffered yesterday. Lambert will take the draw. Puck goes down in the corner. Stacy gives chase around the back of the net. Chotar cuts it off. Little helps him out on the hash marks. Back into the zone. Inachi will kick it up into the neutral zone. Puck squirts down into deep territory. Bouncing puck gets in tight down low. Down around the back of the net. They got a bouncing puck, picked up the short shot. Patted away. Puck gets back up to the blue line. Caught up in the feet as Lambert's trying to move that puck up. Chotar is trying to give him a hand at the blue line. Puck is chipped forward up into the neutral zone, but not deep. Little goes cross ice for Stacy. Stacy's got some room on the left-hand side. Bottom of the circle, he'll have to send it in towards the net as he got pushed to the perimeter. Waiting for help to arrive at the blue line. They hold the line. Hiltzy will push it down into the corner. Puck gets swept around the back of the net, gets tied up in the feet. Stuck in the inboards. Haldimand gets cut off, bottom of the dot. Reisner looking for an option there, stuck in the inboards. And we've got a penalty being called. My goodness, number 17 is a large kid. He is a very large kid.
Let's go, kid!
Yeah, they're a pretty big team no matter what you do, but 17 is particularly noteworthy. So we'll keep an eye on him. Penalty on the Haldimand Kings for the roughing call. I believe it was roughing call. I didn't actually watch the call being made. 2 minutes is the call. Time of the penalty was 7:30. Puck goes down around the back of the net. Haldimand will pick it up. He will curl up into the zone. Puck rolls ahead on them. Harvey will come in and give him a hand. Got stuck there. Haldimand will use the foot. He'll go rink wide, but the pass is cut off and sent in deep. They go for a line change, get organized and reset this now. We're not getting out of the zone with a lot of urgency these last two attempts, and Haldimand is really quick to put pressure on our blue line, and they choked us up a couple times. We'll have to pay attention to that as the game progresses. Haldimand will backhand it further up in the zone to Harvey. Puck sent in deep, halfway through the penalty. Fonacier will pick it up. Low in the zone, he'll put the brakes on, sweep it back up for Little at the blue line. Back to Fonacier. Fonacier for Harvey, or for Carver. Can't get a shot off. It's a poke check from behind. Puck goes down in the corner. Back up for Iannacci. Shot is in on net, gloved and held. Some shoving around the net. No calls are made. 37 seconds remaining on the penalty. Kenty will take the draw. Rakowskis right off the draw, picks it up, gets a shot off, misses short side. Puck comes out to the hash marks. Little will fire back in the far side. Iannacci will chip that puck back down into the corner. Puck rolls on Iannacci. Broken up, side of the net. Shouldered away by Shrenko. Kenty will fire the puck up for Rakowskis. Puck bounces on him a little bit. He'll regather. He'll come up the middle. It's in the feet for Fissel. Fissel will backhand it into the zone. Pressure down low. Kings come away with it. They'll sweep it out the other side. Penalty is now over, back to even strength. Chipped off the boards for Fissel. There's room if he can catch up to it. Puck gets a little bit deep, and icing will be the call. Face off down into the left of Shrenko. Lambert takes the draw. Puck is one down in the corner, tied up at the hash marks. Lambert comes away with it around the back of the net. Lambert's going to cut up to the middle. Puck is loose. Pass goes off a skate. Redirects back in towards Shrenko. So they will reset and try this again. Again, I'm going to bring up the fact that Haldimand is pinching us high in the zone and putting pressure on us, and we're not coming out of the zone quite aggressively as aggressively as we need to, and we're giving them a little bit of space, and they're locking us up. As the game goes on, we have to be more aggressive getting out of the zone, or that's going to become an issue. Tied up in the boards, into the feet. Stacey and Lambert working it together. Haldimand, backhander in towards the net, gets blockered away, chipped off the boards, up into the zone. Shot in on net, patted away. Lambert will go back out to the open corner. Back up on the mid boards. Tied up high in the boards in the top of the zone, side of the net. Offside as the puck goes in and out. Face-off is going to be here in front of us. Reisner will take the draw. Oh, they get in tight down low, but they didn't get turned around to get a shot off. As the puck bounced into our low slot. Weiser ties up his man in the corner, breaks up the play. Haldimand comes around the back of the net. Back up to the blue line. Loose puck as Fanase gives chase, trying to put pressure on. Puck is chipped in the neutral zone. Sent back into Haldimand territories. Everybody goes for line changes. Broken up at the blue line, not out. Bouncing puck in towards the net, and Schrenkel will hang on to it. Both teams still feeling each other out here a little bit, but I would say as defensive pressure is concerned, they're pressuring us a little bit more in our zone than we are in theirs. Just something to note. I'm sure the coaches are all over that. I'm not saying it for their benefit. I'm saying it for your benefit. Puck squirts out high in the zone. Banged off the boards. Rakowskis breaks up the puck. Fisso gets a piece of it. It's tied up in the feet, but they can't move on it. Iannachi tries to slide inside of it. It's tied up in the circle. Into the M boards. Fisso comes in to help out Rakowskis. Kick back the other way to the open corner. Loose puck at the blue line, just over the line. So they had to tag up, keep it in the neutral zone. Kenty does a good job of cutting off the play. Picks up the puck, he's got a little bit of room and a little bit of steam. He's gonna bang it off the boards for Fissel. Haldimand will take it around the back of their net. DDD off the boards, broken up by Fissel though. They don't get out, keeping it at the hash marks. Quick shot in on net, and it'll be gloved and held as we're coming up on just about the 1 minute mark of the first period. Lambert with the draw. Puck goes far side open corner. Ing comes in, breaks up the play, but the puck gets loose. Hiltz will catch up to it. He'll backhand off the boards for Ing. Gets chipped back in. Lambert takes the play into the boards, around the back of the net. Haldimand looking, circling, centering pass, gets tied up in the feet. Quick point blank shot, and Schrenkel stays square, keeps that puck in front of him. Stacey and Chotar putting pressure on down low, trying to force something to happen there in the zone. They get turned up in the neutral zone. A little bit of jump on the play. Haldimand's down on the right-hand side, trying to get in tight. Broken up. Good back-checking effort there. Broken up in the neutral zone. Stacey ties it up in the mid-boards. Lambert kicks it back to Ing on the left-hand side. Less than 10 seconds, though. As time will expire in the first, and that will do it. We'll give it a couple of seconds here, and I'll get a shot count as Bagentis makes its way over to me. Possessionally, I think in our end, they probably had more time with us. They were more structured in their down low pressure on us. We had pressure on them in the corners. They had pressure in the mid zone and high on the boards. Shots were 4-7. That's about where I figured it would be. 4-7 in favor of Haldimand. So yeah, that pressure they had from the hash marks up in the zone. They're doing a lot of controlled passing, moving the top of the zone, looking for a seam. And our pressure was more down in the corners, working the low corners, trying to find an option up and back in. So little bit of a two different brands in the offensive zone, but no score, and fairly evenly matched. Kind of what we said it would be is a competitive game of hockey. They got some big players, we got some big players, and goaltending seems to be good on both ends. We know our goaltending's good. Down into the end boards, Fanasier puts pressure on his Haldimand. Goes down low, Reisner picks up the puck side of the net. Center and pass in front, quick shot in on net, point blank. As Reisner gets the shot off, but their goaltender squares it up. Face-off will be down and to the left. Once again, the players all went to the referee, who never drops the puck. Always go to the linesman. Reisner with the draw. Puck goes down to Haldimand's corner. Down around the back of the net, scores to the open side. Loose puck. They were trying to kick it up to Hoagie at the blue line, but the puck goes off a skate. Fanasier, bottom of the circle, quick shot in on net, gloved and held. Nice little piece of pressure to start off the second period. I'm not sure what Coach Nick said during the intermission, but whatever he said, let's have a whole case of that.
I need some of that too.
Face off on the same circle. Kenty will take the draw. Kenty turns in the slot, quick shot, in on net, loose puck, another shot just misses. Murkowski chips it off the boards. Fissel and Kenty are there, keeping the play tied up. Good work at the end boards. Puck comes up to the hash marks. Up loose into the neutral zone. As they come back the other way, broken up by Hiltz as he pushes his player to the outside. Good piece of defensive work there by Hiltz. Taking on the guy that had clearly had the size advantage on him, but he outdid him. Good little piece there. Hiltz does that a lot. Takes on the bigger guy and then wins the battle tactically. I like that. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Fissel coming down 2-on-1 with Kenty. Fissel feeds it to Kenty. He's on the backhand, back across, and scores! How about that for a little tic-tac-toe, baby? At 13-26. So it went Fissel, Kenty, Fissel.
Yep.
So it went to 14. So, hey, I mean, come on, Fissel. Fissel's just stacking the points there, right? Just trying to rack them up on the assist and the goal. I like that. That was a beauty little piece of tic-tac-toe there. That comes to 13-26 in the second period. Puck is down in the hash marks, down in the corner. Chotar working the end boards.
Great goal.
That was a great goal. Face-off will be to the right of the Haldimand goaltender. Reisner will be on the draw with Fanasier and Harvey up front, Little and Ing on D. Center pass up front, puck skips through, they got some speed. Ing puts some pressure on him to break up the play off to the side, takes the rhythm out of the play, goes in on net, but Schrenker will hold it. I was just about to say, we got to feed the puck back to Ing a little bit. He's been off for a couple of games. He's not been feeling well. We got to get him to get off a couple of those big shots and get him into good rhythm. And just let him feel the game coming back to him, because I don't think he got any practices in the quick shot in on net. And is held in the blue ice. I was going to say he missed a bunch of practices, so this is his first time on the ice in a number of days. So get him lots of touches, let him get a couple of good shots off, and get him in the rhythm, because we need that Cade cooking, 100%. We play well when Kingsley plays well. I feel. I know he's one of those guys. He's a barometer for me for measuring the overall the overall game. Yeah. Down in the end boards, Kenty wrapping around the boards up to the hash marks. Kicks back the other way. Hoagie will pick it up. He will slide it ahead. Trying to move it, goes off a skate. Don't get out of the zone cleanly. Hoagie ties him up at the blue line right in front of the bench. Now they get over the line. Fissel is there trying to move the puck. Yeah, anytime you want to get out of the way there, linesman, or you can just stand there like a pylon. Hills with the button hook to turn back the other way. He'll go for Hoagie D to D. Loose puck into the neutral zone, deflected. Puck goes down. Rakowskis picks it up tight on the boards, low in the zone at the hash marks. Oh, and we're going to have an arm in the air as Rakowskis was hit just as he was turning. I think they're going to call that boarding, and now there was a call. Let's see what they take. And no, they're calling it cross-checking. He went in the boards. I wasn't sure. Could have gone either way. So at 11:33, it will be 2 minutes for cross-checking on number 8. Oh wait.
The wrong one.
Dean. That was funny. The kid went into the wrong box, but as he went in the wrong box, he was all very, very upset. He slammed the door shut, made a big scene of it, and then realized he was also on top of it in the wrong box. A little bit of a chuckle. Okay, down all the way to the end. Little's going to take chase, catch up to that deep in our zone, and we'll try to set stuff up. Up for Chotar at the blue line. Chotar will jump it in deep. Back up for Iannacci. Quick shot. Puck misses just wide, but it goes high in the zone. Stacey and Lil holding the line. Chotar will come in, top of the circle, trying to feed that puck across, off the glass. The high stick is waved off as Haldimand got the next touch. Lambert will pick it up, trying to move that puck across for Iannacci on the far side. Trying to get that puck in deep. Puck squirts out of the zone all the way down as we're about halfway through that penalty. Lambert will curl. Up for Stacey at the blue line. He'll put the brakes on, cut to the high slot, quick shot over the crossbar, off the dasher in the back, up to the blue line as they hold the line. Another quick shot in on net as Kingsley, and I just said it, we got to get Kingsley to fire those shots off, and they've got a certain crispness to them. It was just over the crossbar, and it most definitely caught that goaltender off guard. Most definitely did. Because all the other shots have been at a certain level, then Kingsley wired one, and you can see that little hesitation, like, oh, I better wake up for that. Yeah, you better. Let's feed him the puck. As Hilsey curls in the neutral zone, over for Fanassi. Fanassi will go back to Hiltz. Hiltz over Ing. Ing will slide it up for Resner in the neutral zone. Gets turned back. Got about 20 seconds or so. Reiser's going to jump on the play. Fanassi's there with him. Hilsey down low. Puck is loose. Harvey, quick shot. Glove, but not out as Kingsley holds the line. Another quick shot in on net. Deflected up into the glass. Penalty is now over. The door is open. That player will go to the bench. Fresh legs will come on. Puck is tied up in the corner. As Harvey puts pressure on the corner. Puck comes out to the blue line. Careful, 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 careful. Fanassi steps in to help in the defensive side of things as that puck took a funny bounce. Quick shot in on net, blocked away by Schrenko. Down around the back of the net, center and pass. Nice save there, pushed away by Schrenko as the one-timer committed into the middle. I'm not blocking you, am I? If I am, just give me a push. Just make sure the referee's not looking. Up to the hash marks. Fanassi keeping pressure on the boards there. Puck goes around the back of the net. They let him go, though. He comes away with the puck up to the blue line. Hilsey will bang it off the boards. Trying to move that puck out on a touch pass, but there wasn't enough on it. We got away with it. Puck is out the other side now. Hiltz coming back through the neutral zone. Numbers on the backhand or across the zone, but everybody peels off for a line change. So we'll kick it deep into the zone. Boys peel out. Puck is loose up in the Haldimand territory, so they will skate that through the neutral zone. Plays broken up into the end boards as Kenty takes his man into the boards. Inachi steps in to give him a hand. Fissel at the hash marks. Puck is a little bit behind Murkauskas. He'll have to turn. And we get sent back into our zone as the whistle goes at 7:51. Let's go Rangers, boys. You're doing a good job here. This is a good game of hockey. I like where this one's headed. It's just good pressure, good rhythm, good effort. Another quick shot in on net. Good rhythm, good pressure, good shots, nice playmaking. A little bit of everything, a little bit of hitting, good goaltending. I'm like, these are fun games of hockey. These are good games of hockey. These are the types of games you want to play, where both teams are relentless. And that's what you need to be. Off the boards for Kenty, 3-on-1, in over the blue line, trying to cut through the slot. He was tied up, he could not move the puck along. Rebound, blue ice. Kenty was a quarter step from loose. Quarter step from being loose and couldn't quite get the puck into the spot in the cradle to be able to make a pass with a shot. He was almost there, tied up. But puck rolls into the net, you get a couple of jams at it, and faceoff is now down low. Stacey pushes his man off the puck. Puck goes in around the back of the net. Reisner pushes along for Little. Little at the blue line. He holds the blue line. He'll send it back in. Chipped up from the hash marks. Broken up. Puck is fed ahead. They get sprung loose. But Mr. Ing with the back check. Puck is in loose. They get a quick shot on net. Loose puck for Chotar. Chotar bouncing, trying to get that puck up in the zone. Down in the corner. Fed around the back of the net for Little, up to the open side. Haldimand is there, loose puck, trying to feed it forward. It's bouncing, they can't do anything with it. Now they come up to the neutral zone with it. As Lambert will come in through on the left-hand side. Quick shot from the bottom of the dot. Loose puck in tight and held. Face off down and to the right. The Haldimand goaltender, puck comes back to the point for Inslee. Quick shot goes off a leg. Little cross ice bank pass up for Fanase, just out of reach, rolls in on net. Haldimand picks it up. They'll curl around the back of their zone. Loose puck, length of the ice, arm in the air. Icing is the call. 6:20. Face off down to their right. Reisner on the draw. Tied up with the hash marks. Puck is sent down low. In tight. Loose puck. Reisner was in, standing on the top of the blue ice, but the puck was bouncing. He couldn't just settle it down. Puck comes up in the neutral zone. Turn back, though, on the red line. Reisner picks up the puck. He will send it up into the neutral zone. Tied up at the blue line. It's a delayed offside, so just go with it. They can't touch it. Go, get out of the zone. Go, 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 go. Sorry, I turned into a fan. That was a horrible line change. Their door was wide open on that. They got pinned up on a delayed offside. They didn't realize it. Then they went for a line change, and everything opened up for just a second, and nobody realized it. So I yelled into the mic, I apologize. It didn't make a difference. I didn't help anything. They can't hear me anyway. Kenty curls in the neutral zone. Puck is just outside of the reach of Hiltz. He's got a man on. Kicks it back for Kenty. Kenty picks it up high in the zone. Broken up, sent into the open corner. Tied up mid-boards. Puck is sent up into the neutral zone. Rakowski is putting pressure on. Does a good job with the forecheck, breaks up the play. Kenty comes away with it as a result. Coming back the other way, Haldimand 2-on-1. Hogeboom on the D, quick shot, arm in the air, and we're getting a penalty. According to that touch, it's going to be an interference call. I didn't see the interference call.
I didn't see it either. Maybe it was way back.
They're opening up our gate. They blew the whistle on us. They're sending Fissel in. I didn't see that. That was in behind the play for me. I was looking the other way. I do apologize. Nonetheless, we are on the PK. Puck high in the zone for Haldimand. Quick shot. Deflected just wide of the net. Quick shot from low in the circle. Kept to the perimeter so far. They come up to the blue line. Point shot in on net, patted away and held by Schrenko. That kills off the first 45. Fresh legs out, we will have Chotar Reisner with Ing and Hiltz. Up to the blue line. They'll kick it back to the hash marks on the right-hand side. Circle, shot. Oh, they had a person there. They missed the wine timer. They got that through. He didn't connect on it. Keep the pressure on, boys. Up to the blue line. Quick shot in on net. Gloved and held by Schrenko.
A minute left.
Keep rolling the fresh legs. We'll get a fresh offensive pair out as Harvey and Fanasi will replace Reisner and Chotar. Tied up in the dot on the draw. Puck comes back up at the blue line. Pass comes through up on the boards. Working the perimeter. Haldimand goes to the blue line up top. Down the right-hand side. Center and pass across. That's another one that went through the blue ice. That's a play clearly that they're working on. Got to be careful of that. Center and pass, and there it comes from the bottom of the circle through the blue ice. Same kind of play, but out the other side, and at 2:43. I barely had the words out of my mouth. Got to be careful of that play because that's exactly the play they did the other way. But so at 2:43 second period, this is now a tie game. Kenty will take the draw. Rakowskis right side, Fissel left side with Little and Hogeboom on D. Up into the neutral zone. Chipped off the boards up into the neutral zone. Low in the zone. Tied, trying to get it across. Center and pass. Got deflected into the skates. They couldn't connect on it as River Kings come back down the other way. Kenty will pick the puck up with some speed coming down the right-hand side. Slips the inside. Center and pass through the crease. Hogeboom pitches down low to hold it. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone, gets tied up in the feet. They do not get loose. Now Haldimand gets loose, but they get pushed to the perimeter. And that's going to be a penalty as Hogeboom takes his guy down in the corner, and that will be 2 minutes. They called Haldimand. Oh, they may have removed him from the game. Haldimand was not able to serve the penalty. They sent Financier into the box. I'm going to have to get an update on that. But Haldimand went around the back of the bench. That's something we need to pay attention to. I'll see if I can figure that out for you in a little bit. I did not see the referee motion as an ejection, so I'm not clear. Haldimand, top of the zone. They'll feed it across, down into the corner, back up top, down the left-hand side. Centering pass is broken up. Inachi will get a piece of it. He'll wrap around the boards, up to the blue line, not out as it was bobbled on the line. Quick shot is held by Shrenko. Got to get those sticks a little bit more active on the PK. Close those lanes up, make that space a little bit smaller for them. .48 seconds remaining in the period. A minute 6 on the penalty to Haldimand. Quick shot in on net. Puck is off the glass, out of the zone. That'll be good for 20 seconds or so by the time they curl and get everything all sorted. And that one goes off a skate. They get unorganized in the neutral zone and get turned back. Get turned back all the way back behind their own net as they're trying to set up. That's killing time. They're pushing them back and forth. Good job there by Chotar to keep the pressure down low. Pass is loose in the neutral zone as Reiser gets a piece of it, and then Chotar chips it back down. We're going to have about 5 seconds left, and that is not going to give them time to get all the way back up to Shrenko, so that will kill the second period and leave a flat 20 seconds remaining in the penalty to Haldimand. Now, I got to take a look. I got to take a look and see if I can see Haldimand back there anywhere, and I do not.
That was kind of a soft ejection.
If it was an ejection, I don't even know that it was. It didn't make sense to me. I didn't see the motion. I'm not 100% sure. I fully admit to being a little bit confused by that. All right, whatever's going on, Coach Nick is all over it. He's got the boys locked in. Okay, I can see Haldimand walking in the background. He'll come in your shot right there. And he doesn't have his helmet on. Okay, the shots in the second period were 10-13 in favor of Haldimand, 14-20 overall. But that was a better period, a good period of hockey. So, Hoagie's helmet is off. That tells me his day is done. So I will get details on that later. 20 seconds remain on the original penalty. Go ahead. Yeah, we're fine. It's all amateur hour over here. Broken up in the neutral zone. Puck goes down around the back of the net. Broken up. Now what I am seeing, see if I'm reading that right. 100%, yep. Okay, so with Hoagie moved out, with Hoagie out of the lineup, Stacy is now picking up the defensive pairing with Hiltz. Good job there by Kenty to bring that into the hash marks. Puck comes up to the blue line. Stacey will go cross ice for Hiltz. Hiltz back up for Kenty. Kenty trying to get in down low. Passes in on net. With 14 minutes remaining, 14:01 in this tie game against the Haldimand River Kings. Lambert with the draw. Puck is won by Haldimand down in the corner. Mikhailskis gets pressure on it. Good job by Fissel down the corner trying to move that puck along. Working the end boards. Haldimand coming up the left-hand side. The pass in behind the play. They're trying to center it. Good poke check. Oh, good job there as everybody crashed in and laid out flat. Rakowskis coming back. Lambert coming back the other way. Feeds the puck over to Rakowskis. And then Fissel with the shot off of the side of the net. And gloved and held by the Haldimand goaltender.
Let's go,
Face off down in the corner, tied up at the dot. Kenty trying to get a piece of it. Puck gets loose in the neutral zone. Broken up. Inachi kicks the puck up in the neutral zone, pushes them back into their zone. Reiser puts pressure up top, forces them back. They'll come around the horn at the other side. Play is broken up. Arm goes in the air, and we're going to have a call on Kenty. And they call it as a knee on knee. Let's see how many minutes. They're calling it 2 minutes for the knee at 12:55 on Kenty. You could see him, he tried to pull around him, but he didn't get far enough, and that was enough for the arm to go up. So Fanasi will take the draw. No, they did put it up as 4. He said he motioned 2, but it is 4. So we've got it as 2 on our clock. We'll fix that at the next stoppage in play. But that is a 4-minute double minor. So we got some work to do here now. Keep the puck on the perimeter and keep that puck as far away as we can. Just making smart plays as Hilty gets down low, but it gets caught in behind the play. Hilty turns the play back into their territory. Oh, it was. It is Harvey. Thank you. Thank you. It was Harvey. My apologies. Puck is loose. Puck is loose. Harvey comes away with it down low. Side of the net. Gets knocked off the puck, but he's keeping the pressure so far away from the other end of the net that he's just killing time on the clock. But he's a bit gassed. Hiltzy now will kick it in. See, Harvey and Hiltzy, 86-96 is really hard, right? And when they're turned the wrong way, and I can only see half the number. Puck goes off a leg, down off the skate, broken up into the feet. Puck comes high in the zone. Quick shot in on net. And a good job there by Shrenko. Makes the save, but then jumps out in front of it as the play was a little bit scrambled high in the zone. They get the shot off, but Shrenko makes that initial save with the immediate recovery. Doesn't take his eyes off the puck, and it bounced out quite a ways in front of him, but he lurched out for it, covered it up, face off down and to his right. Still 2.5 minutes remaining in the penalty. Quick shot on net, broken up. Puck is cleared out of our zone. Got to watch the cherry picker. Stacy's got an eye on him as they're trying to send him loose. Plays broken up at the blue line. Little will fire it up to the blue line, but not out into the feet. Top of the circle. They're trying to feed it across. Broken up. Little will get a piece of it. He'll go off the boards, high in the zone. Puck bounces. And then Rukowskis will get enough of it to clear the zone. We got 1:45 left in the double minor. As Haldimand gets sent back into their zone, they will go to D and get pushed back a little bit, and they'll go back to reset. As Rukowskis will push them all the way back behind her net. Rukowskis doing a good job to scramble the play. They get forced out the side they didn't want to go and get turned back again. That's a solid 20 seconds by Rukowskis just holding the position. Great piece of work up top there as he did it again and broke up their play and then made them force a pass a little bit quickly. They never got out the gate with it. That's a great piece of work there by Rukowskis. Props to him, buddy, when you come off. All the way down into the zone. Puck is loose. Broken up at the blue line. We got under a minute left on the double minor. In the slot, quick shot, blocked away by Shrenko around the back of the net. Tied up in the boards. Puck comes all the way back up to the blue line. Shot in on net, gets deflected a little bit, squirts off into the corner. Haldimand will pick it up. They'll come back up to the top of the circle. Up top, on the line, but not out. I don't know if I would have called that over the line. That was so close. I don't think that was out. I know that's the other team. I know it's the other team, but I don't think I'd have called that one out. I think that was awfully close. Nonetheless, offside is the call. 24 seconds remaining in the double minor. Haldimand trying to center that pass. Quick shot in on net. It's loose, but Shrenko will cover it up. 17 seconds remaining. Boys have done a great job so far. Hang in there for about a play and a half. And let's get out of this zone. Fanasi is going to take the draw. Hiltz ties it up in the corner. Fanasi, give him a hand right in the hash marks. Puck is loose. Fanasi gets a chance to break it up. The puck is loose down low in the circle. River Kings in tight. Quick shot. Blue ice rebound. They scored. Just as it went to regulation, the penalty had just cleared by a couple of seconds. The player was in. But not yet into the play. And at 8:50 of the third,
Okay, no more penalties, please.
the River Kings have gone ahead by one. There's a lot of time in this game, and we're playing a good game of hockey, and we just killed off a double minor. They scored after the fact on the scramble, but that was a very good 4 minutes of hockey. Quick shot in on net and towards Shrenko, and we'll settle it down. The lines will be set properly the way we want. It's a good game of hockey. It's a good game of hockey. These are the ones you want to play. I wish every game looked like this game. Rukowskis up into the neutral zone. He will chip it deep into the territory. River Kings will have it broken up. Turn back. They'll try and come up the left-hand side, the right-hand side. They get pushed off. As Lambert will slide the puck forward. Up to the blue line. They squirt out. River Kings trying to get loose. Hills does a good job to push the puck in the corner and keep it out of harm's way. Puck comes up to Rukowskis. Rukowskis trying to feed it up for Fissel, but it gets tipped. Oh, he's so close to going. He's still close to going. Iannacci will pick it up. He'll jump it into the zone. He got stalled there as he was trying to pull that puck on the reach back with the backhand. Couldn't get loose with it. Kenty will come up to the blue line. Iannacci will get a quick shot in on net, but it'll be just wide, but the goaltender will glove it and hang on. And at 7:34, we'll have a face-off down and to his right. Kenty on the draw. He'll come back up the blue line for Stacy. Doesn't get the shot he was looking for as the puck was rolling. They'll go around the other side. Puck comes over the blue line. Stacey recovers on that errant pass quickly and gets it back up into the zone. Kenty will pick up on it. On the back end, in loose. Down into the corner. Puck is loose in the zone. Harvey ties up his man. This puck, all of a sudden, this puck is bouncing so much. The last 3 or 4 plays, they tried to get shots off, and they weren't able to do that. Ooh, that was so close to too many. That was so close to too many. They were just taking a step off the ice. Up on the blue line, but not out. So we got 6:20 left on the clock. Puck is sent down into Haldimand territory. Broken up at the blue line. Getting down low, push to the outside. Working the corner down there, broken up in the blue ice. Harvey's going to come away with it. Sorry, Hiltz is going to come away with it. He'll fire that puck down low, gets knifed off into the corner. So now I got Hiltz and Harvey at the ice at the same time. I'll never keep it straight. Puck goes down in the corner. Puck comes up to the blue line. Stacey fires it in, but it actually hit Fanase. Squirts off into the corner. Up at the hash marks. Broken up. Rakowskis in tight, trying to get that shot off. Centering pass, hits a skate. Comes back the other way, down around the back of the net. Rakowskis into the corner. Again, puck comes up to the hash marks. Backhanded into the Haldimand bench. So who backhanded it? Who backhanded it? Us or them?
I think it was them.
Them. It's in their zone. Down and to the left. Puck is in tight, down low. Puck bounces straight up in the air, drops down. Rakowskis to Fissel. Fissel curls down around the back of the net. Puck squirts to the open corner. Hing in holds the line, and now it squirts out. Coming down the other way as Little breaking up the play. Oh, good piece of back-checking work there, Little. Oh, and they get the pass off the back door, but they don't connect with it cleanly. And we're going to have a penalty called on Haldimand, and it will be a cross-checking call or a tripping call. Tripping call. At 4:36, we are going on the power play. All right, boys. This power play has been brought to you by Tim Hortons, the creators of chaos everywhere. Okay, puck comes up the blue line, squirts just past Kingsley. He'll have to retreat all the way down. Schrenkel will pull it off the boards for him. He will pick it up and come up for Lambert, but it was just out of reach. So we'll have to reset. They'll reset, they'll try that one again. Up for Lambert. Lambert hits Reisner in the neutral zone. He turns the outside, slips the puck down into the M boards. They let him go. He catches up to it. He's going to come up for Ingsley at the blue line. Ingsley will push it for Lambert. Lambert back down for Reisner. Reisner trying to center in the pass, but the poke check broke it up. Loose puck in the slot, side of the net. Shot. Quick shot, another side of the net. As Chotar curls, he'll come back up for Ingley. Ingley will hang on to it. He'll come back in the corner for Chotar. Reisner catches up to it at the back of the net. Over there for Lambert. Lambert comes back up and over for Little. And the quick shot in on net, side of the net. Scores! Lambert scored it, right? Yeah. At 3:24. running sequence prior to that was on point. Not to make a horrible pun, but it just was. At 3:24, I can't tell you how much fun the next 3.5 minutes are going to be as the puck comes up in the neutral zone. River Kings get pushed to the outside, puck comes up to the blue line, passes dumped into the open corner. Kenty ties up his man. Down around the back of the net, Iannachi. He gets knocked off the puck. Fans all wanted a penalty call. Ref didn't see it. Must have been looking at something else. Broken up in the zone. Kenty. Actually, I don't think it was a penalty. Oh, the puck is loose. Out in tight, quick shot, and a huge save by Schrenkel as he got left alone down low and makes a point-blank save. And Kenty trying to squirt through. Puck is there for Fonacier. Fonacier gets down low in the circle. He's going to come back up for Iannachi, but it's broken up. Down low and in tight. The side of the net as the second shot is pushed through. And Schrenkel will hang on to it, and there's 2:14 remaining.
I think I stopped breathing for a bit there.
All right, Lambert's going to take the draw. Fissel, Stacy, and Rakowskis with Little. Rakowskis pushing that puck. It gets out over the blue line. Fissel puts the pressure on. Trying to push it ahead. Stacy stands his man up on the blue line and leaves it for Little. Broken up in the corner. Lambert with Fissel and Rakowskis. Landon will move it down into the corner. We got about a minute and a half. Puck gets loose, down, trying to hold the line, but it gets past him. Got a wheel. Or is it icing? It's icing. Okay, so at a minute 29, that puck will be pulled all the way back and to the right of the Haldimand goaltender. We will get fresh legs up front. We've got Kenty, Reisner, Chotar up front, and we've got Stacy and Little in the back. Minute 29, tied at 2. Puck is loose. Little poke checks, keeps the puck down in the zone. Last man back, they got a 2-on-1. Stacy's the last man. In tight. Play is broken up in front of the net. Chotar moves the puck. It gets stuck in the board. Stacy picks it up. He will bounce the puck out, but it goes off a skate. Reiser will pick it up. We got the last minute of play in the third period. Puck is tied up at the gate, and we've got a hand pass is the call. Who made the hand pass? Us or them?
I think it was them.
So where? That puts the puck outside of our blue line up against the gate. Lambert makes the draw. Puck is loose. Rakowskis trying to get loose. Got some room. Trying to get the corner. In tight. Quick shot in on net. Puck goes wide, but he picks up the rebound out in the corner. Curls into the slot. Puck is loose. Hills, he couldn't play it though. He didn't want to pinch and get caught. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Trying to chip it ahead. Up off the boards. The puck is sent down deep into Haldimand territory inside of 30 seconds. Puck comes up to the gate, up to the blue line, not out. Puck is sent down. Rakowskis will pick it up, can't get a shot off. 20 seconds remaining. They go down in the corner, tied up against the boards. 15 seconds, trying to get that pass out down. It's held up. 10 seconds. Nobody can move the puck. They're not going to let it out. And there goes the clock. And this one will go down as a tie. That was a solid game of hockey. That was a very solid game of hockey. Real good work today by Schrenkel. He had to put up with a lot of work down low. They really tested him. Props to Schrenkel down there. Really nice job. Fissel had a great game, and so did Rakowskis. Great game. All right, as the boys peel off down in the ice, let me remind you now that our next game will be right here as we take on the next, the second game against the Woolwich Wildcats, where we played them last night. They will be down in our barn to play on Saturday the 13th at 2:10 p.m. As Vigentis walks along, what were the shots in the third period? 13 for them and 7 for us, 33-21 overall, and it was a tie game. I'll take it. Could have gone a lot worse. All right, listen, that was a lot of fun. When you get a chance, swing by our Instagram feed at Oakville Rangers U14A 2012_2025 or our YouTube feed at Oakville Rangers U14A. Daryl, thank you once again for putting all this together. We will see you next week right here on FSN, the home of your Oakville Rangers. Until then, we will talk soon.